Rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu wa maghfiratuhu wa ridwanuh. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Hope you're all well and in the best of health. Yesterday's radio Ramadan special, EAVA 102.5 FM with me, Maulan Khalil. Now, today, I don't believe I've got 3 devices I'm working on, mashallah. I've got the Instagram, Rahma Mercy Instagram page. I've got the Radio EAVA FM Instagram page, mashallah. But try not to go on the EAVA FM. Stick to Rahma Mercy official Facebook page, inshallah. We're on Facebook. We're live on on the radio as well on 102.5 FM, alhamdulillah. So we got, mashallah, and Instagram is up and running, mashallah. So jazakallah khair. We got Yasmin, Sidat, we got Rumaisa, we got Zahir, we got Amar Duka from Albania, who's waving. I've just waved back, alhamdulillah. Facebook Live, Rahma Mercy Facebook official page, Instagram, Rahma Mercy official Instagram page. Jazakallah khair, mashallah, people are joining on Instagram. Instagram is live and kicking. Hope you all well. Hope you had a good weekend, inshallah. Jimmy Jamil Sheikh on Facebook says, Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you all well. Hamza has joined. Aisha, I think, has sent a message as well. So yeah, Facebook, Instagram, Abaya Girl has joined as well, inshallah. So yeah, Instagram is going well. And Shaf Rahima says, Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa Cake Smiles has said, Assalamu alaikum. Cake Smiles, I've got a special message for you to read out later on, inshallah ta'ala. And Jazakallah khair for your beautiful amanat. I will reveal it later on live, inshallah, after 2:30 sometime. The first present we had last week was in a red bag. This week it's in a blue bag, alhamdulillah. So Jazakallah khair to you, inshallah ta'ala. The EAVA FM, we haven't got anyone on Instagram as yet. We're waiting for at least one person to log on, inshallah ta'ala. Do one person log on the EAVA FM Facebook, Instagram. Text messages, number is 07-450-925-084. 07-450-925-084. We have Nafisa Sadar, we have Abida. MashaAllah, everybody joining on Instagram. Alhamdulillah, I'm really happy with Instagram. It's been very, very successful so far, mashallah. Rizwana Hikmatullah says, Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Folks, how was your weekend? I hope your weekend went well.
How many people on Facebook? Your Facebook and our Facebook?
So my Facebook is 14 people. Your Facebook is 5 people. So I was finally caught up the shows live. I have been catching up on the past shows over the weekend from Aisha. Jazakallah Aisha. Hope you enjoyed the past shows, inshallah ta'ala. And Anisa Patel said, Salams MK, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So I hope you enjoyed the previous shows. We had a little, mashallah, you got somebody on Instagram, Akil, mashallah, from Nadias Bouquets. Right. Zahira Khalifa says, Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Right, we're waiting for the first text, inshallah, before we can crack on with the show, inshallah. So anybody out there listening, inshallah, says, Assalamu alaikum wa Khalil wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Hope you're well and in good health. So I'm looking at Facebook. I've got my Instagram. I've got the studio Instagram, mashallah. So we're doing well, mashallah. We're doing, inshallah, time will come where we're just talking to Brother Akid, inshallah, where everything will be on one system, inshallah. Duka Amar says, Mashallah, you have done great work in Albania and over the Balkan states. Allah bless you. Ameen, ameen, ameen. From Amar Duka. Jazakallah khair, Amar. Hope your family is well. Hope Aldeen, Ansar, Amina, Mum, Dad. I hope you're all well, inshallah. Instagram is really, really picking up, mashallah, I must say. We got some more from yours. It says, on the way from Yusuf, and we got Soban. And you got Soban again. Assalamu alaikum from Soban. Wa alaikum salam. I'm trying it hard to keep up. I'm moving this way, that way. Salams MK listening whilst driving. Good stuff. Another message. Salams listening in the car on my drive home from work. Jazakallah khair. Somebody says, Allah bless you. Ameen. And Allah bless all of you as well, inshallah. Yeah, we're doing good, mashallah. Yeah, we're good. We're doing good, alhamdulillah. We need 2 more text messages now before we can start the program. No, we need 2 more, man. We can't just start with 2 text messages. We need the public to, get engaged, man. No, but not public to not get engaged, be engaged. Then they also must have all get fixed up again. Right. So Iklima Shabani from Albania, I think, is also watching on Instagram. 07-450-925-084. 07-450-925-084. Just a quick question before we get on to the main topic, inshallah. Did you all... On Friday night, we talked about respect for parents and hugging your parents and kissing your parents and doing some khidmah for your parents. Did you guys do any special thing over the weekend for your parents? I'd love to hear from you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum to my husband and striker and my children, especially to my mom, the whole ummah. Jazakallah khair. Assalam to my husband, striker, and my children, especially to my mom and whole ummah. Jazakallah khair, Ben. Yes, striker. I've not seen him for a very long time as well, to be honest. Nothing. So I'm on 12 Facebook, and Ramadan FM is on 7. So we're still, mashallah, a few ahead. Watering the garden for my mum, says Rumaisa. Mashallah, well done, Rumaisa. Alhamdulillah, well done, mashallah. Allah Ta'ala accept your khidmah for your mum. Anybody else did anything different you did for your parents this weekend? Anybody who heard the show on Friday, we talked about doing something special for your parents and doing some khidmah for your parents and giving them a hug and giving them a kiss and maybe massaging their feet and massaging their head and just taking their du'as and just looking at your parents with love and muhabba. Because we mentioned on Friday that there is nothing in the world which is like your parents. Your parents are the most beautiful people, the most wonderful people. Although you might say, Monsa, parents tell me off. Well, listen, I still get told off. As old as I am, I get told off. It's just part of life. It's just part of life. Parents always care for you. Parents always love for you. And they always want the best for you. So that's why parents will do what they do. And I think when we become parents, and then we might be the same as well with our kids, because we just want them to be the best. I cleaned the house for my mother from Soban. MashaAllah, well done, Soban. And somebody, why Lunat says, Assalamu alaikum, providing basic necessities to her from RDC 381121. It's like a robot's name, isn't it? So Jazakallah khair for that, MashaAllah. Well done, keep it up, inshallah. Any more text messages yet? Nahi? 07 अगर आप इंग्लिश नहीं समझते मैं तो मैं आपसे उर्दू में बात करता हूँ. हमारा टेक्स्ट नंबर है 07450925084. ये इस्लाम चैनल. वाह जी वाह. Akili said, wah ji wah. You know, I was on Islam channel on Saturday, and honestly it was so tiring. We started at 6:30 and we went until 3:10. Right. And we had a half an hour. It was in Urdu. And at one time, Akil, I hardly missed you, but I'm just telling you what happened, right? I got at one time, you know, you're constantly appealing for funds on TV, and at one time I was so exhausted. I said, "Hamari to tus nikal gayi." So is tus an Urdu or a Gujarati word?
It's a Urdu word.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. So I actually thought it was a Gujarati word, to be honest, but it's actually in Urdu, a tus. Is it T sin, ta sin, or T ha sin?
But it's like a slang Urdu word.
Slang Urdu word. Okay. Theek hai. Jamila Kali on Facebook says, Assalamu alaikum, and gives a big wave, and we wave from her in the studio as well. Hope you're well. Asma says Gujarati word. I think people using Gujarati like tus nikal gaye. No, not tus nikal gaye. Huh? In Urdu they use it as well. Now there was a Pakistani brother with us. Mehman is not a language. They use any word from every language. No, seriously. Can memory be written?
Yes.
No, you can't write memory.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. Salams to all the staff at Poly Pharmacy doing a fabulous job. Keep it up. Jazakallah khair. Abdulaziz Moti told me you cannot write memory. So either you're right or he's right.
I am.
Can we have some Mehman brothers and sisters to confirm? Can the memory language actually be written? As far as I know, it can't be written. Maybe Kutchi can be written. I don't know, man. I mean, Gujarati can be written. Urdu can be written. Punjabi can be written, I think. But Mehman says, oh, you can write Mehman, says Yusuf.
Yes.
Ottoman. All right, okay, yes, it can, haha. Well, I don't know where Mr. Moti got it from then. He goes, my wife is Mehman. But that doesn't mean that you can write Mehman if your wife is Mehman. Okay, here we go. Google. Here goes Google now. Google catch up. Yes, it can be. Haha. Okay, all right. We're going to find out, inshallah. And then we're going to start today's topic. Anyway, in the meantime, any more chores you did for your parents? Any more khidmah you did for your parents? Any more jobs you did for your parents? Give us a shout, inshallah ta'ala. Mehman, that's Mehman Association. Language code, international standard, draft international standard. Memni is an unwritten language. There you are. Memni is an unwritten language which is spoken by, in its different dialects, by at least 2 to 5 million people. Technically, by Memon is a language of Memons who are minor linguistic group in Indian subcontinent, they are identified as mainstream Sunni Muslims and their ancestors. Okay, it can't be written. Bear. My 3-year-old daughter said, "I love you, mummy," and gave her a kiss on my hand as I put her to bed. So I asked her, what was that for? She said, the radio man said to do it to all mummies. Oh, mashallah, mashallah. That's fantastic. I'm going to read this. This is so sweet. My 3-year-old daughter said, "I love you, mummy," and gave a kiss on my hand as I put her to bed. So I asked her, what was that for? She said, the radio man said to do it to all mummies. Oh, that is so sweet. Yes, my kids in big huggies to her dad. MashaAllah. That is such a sweet message, Akil. I love that, mashallah. Zubair Khalifa says, I love listening to Radio Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum to all listeners. Jazakallah khair to you. Thank you so much. Your sister Medina, could you bring your daughter into the radio station one of these days? I would really like to meet your daughter. I would like to give her a little a gift for her. We'll give her a special voucher from the radio station, insha'Allah ta'ala. That is so adorable, mashallah. That really is, mashallah, tabaraka wa ta'ala. That is absolutely fantastic. That is very, very sweet. I love the way she said it. The radio man said it. In fact, I've got the voucher in front of me now. So if you're watching, it's a brew voucher, okay, with cookie dough, Biscoff cookie dough. So this is for your little girl, inshallah, for giving her mum a lovely, lovely, mashallah. Okay, and could you just let us know your daughter's name, inshallah, and we'll write it, and then we'll pass it to her, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Salams from Amin. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Of course you can't. Any tus is a Kachi slang word, and tus is a Kachi slang word. Okay. Chalo, the Gujarati's claim is Gujarati, the Pakistani claim is Pakistani, and the Maiman says it's not an important word that we all have to claim for it, claim for fame. Chalo, alhamdulillah ta'ala accept, mashallah. Salams Maulana, I am listening to you sat at the bridge of river in the sun, from Nazifa. Wow. Rumaisa says, can I get one if I send you a dad's picture? You get, I think, a brew voucher. Yes, you can send your dad's photo, Rumaisa, inshallah ta'ala. We will send you a what do you call it, a voucher as well, inshallah. Your dad in his silky jabba, inshallah. He's got his silky jabbas, my friend Furkan Ali Muhammad. Sorry, that was Zahra. Okay, no problem, inshallah. Anyway, folks, okay, let's start today's talk, inshallah ta'ala. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli wa nusallim ala rasulihil kareem. Amma ba'd. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي زدني علما. Anjuman Kareem says, Assalamu alaikum to you, wa alaikum salam to you as well. Astaghfirullah, putting nazar always. We're not Maiman though, Lord Maulana, don't push us in that field. From Nur Banu Hussein Sheikh. Okay. MashaAllah, we got both Instagram pages, the Radio FM. I've got 5 viewers. I've only got 19 viewers, 18 viewers now, alhamdulillah. So MashaAllah, you're doing a good job, inshallah. I hope you're all enjoying Instagram. Hope you're enjoying both Instagram pages and Facebook as well, live. And also, folks, if you're watching, if you're listening, wherever you're at home, in your cars, hope you're... Today's the 15th Thasa, halfway through Ramadan, subhanallah. Halfway through Ramadan, ya Allah. And you know, next week, Monday, if we're alive and we're doing this show, Akil, it'll be 22nd, and people will be in a Eid mode. Yeah, subhanallah. They have Eid ni tayari because we're in the 22nd Roza. So, there you are, mashallah, subhanallah. Anyway, one thing we've learned today, two things we've learned so far, that tus is a in Gujarati, Memri and Pakistani word. Also, we've also learned that the Memri language cannot be written officially, right? Subhanallah. And that's quite strange, isn't it? Is there any other language in the world that can't be written? Honestly, this is there must be in it. I don't know, it's strange. It's really, because I know Abdul Aziz Bey Moti told me that many years ago.
It is recognized as a language, but
Mm-hmm.
not written.
Subhanallah, Ajib.
So there is a classification for international language.
There might be other languages in the same way, which are spoken but not written. I don't know, Allahu Alam. But one thing about Arabic, this is so super about Arabic, right? This is the only language in the world, Akil, that which is recited but not understood by majority.
True, very true.
Right? This, if you think about it, Arabic is the only language in the world, and I think I'm just going to make my topic on that today. I was going to talk about something else, but subhanAllah, maybe the barakat of the memory language has brought this out. Ahmad A. Surya says, Salams MK, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now, if you think about it, Okay, let me start my introduction properly. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nasalli wa nasallim ala rasulihil kareem amma ba'd. Junaid Mallu says the language show. Yes, it is the language show. But yeah, going back to my point, respected brothers and sisters, the Arabic language, right? It is probably because you look, nobody picks up a Spanish book and doesn't understand it. Nobody picks up an English book and doesn't understand it. Nobody picks up a Gujarati book and doesn't understand it. Every language book you pick up, you would read it and understand what they're saying to you, because otherwise you wouldn't pick it up. But subhanallah, Arabic is the only language. Now, there's a lot of people who understand it as well, right? How many millions of Muslims in the world? Roughly 1 billion?
7.
How many billion?
7.
7 billion? No, really? Okay, let's just assume there's 7 billion people, right, in the Muslims in the world. Let's just say Saudi Arabia, the Arab world, the Middle East and all that, that's around 2 million. Let's give it for argument's sake, 2 million is the Arab people all over the world. Hope that's the world population, isn't it? 7 billion, I'm sure. Okay, Medina Khalifa says she's a nurse at the moment, Maulana, but inshallah we'll try to bring her next week at a half-term holidays. Okay, bring her next Monday on half-term holiday. So world population is 7 billion, right? And growing, mashallah, by the second. So from that, the Muslim population would be what? The world's population there is 1.2 million Muslims, somebody says. I can't be million, it must be billion Muslims. Right? There's got to be a billion Muslims in the world, right? So let's just say from the 1.2 billion, let's just say, let's just say world's half population is Arabs, right? Half Arabs, right? Then let's have our non-Arabs. The Arabs understand the Quran. Okay, the Arabs understand the Quran, right? And when they read it, they understand what they're reading. Let's just say the Asians, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Malaysia, Indonesia, other African countries, right? Most of them do not understand the Quran. Right? So yes, alhamdulillah, going fast very quickly, but it's good for me, mashallah. 1 billion. So Rizwan Chunara says 1 billion Muslims in the world. Okay, that makes sense. Around 1 billion Muslims in the world. From the 1 billion people, right, let's just say half of them understand Arabic. But that's a bit too much as well. I would say 1/3 understand Arabic. 2/3 don't understand Arabic in the world. Right? But subhanallah, has anybody ever pondered upon this point that Arabic is the only language which is recited and read, but majority don't understand the language, right? We understand a few words. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. We probably might know the days. We might know a few other words in the Arabic language, but majority of us, we don't understand the Arabic language, right? So that's why I would encourage brothers and sisters. Number one, but this is a miracle of Allah. This is a miracle from Allah that this is one unique language in the world which we read in namaz, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, we read as surahs, we read tilawat, we pick up the Quran, and we know a few words of the Quran, Jannat and Jahannam, etc., etc., and the names of the prophets in the Quran, and a few things here and there, but we don't actually understand the Quran, okay? So I'm going to come to 2 points over here, my brothers and sisters, and I want you to listen very, very carefully, inshallah ta'ala, right? What I want you to do, inshallah, is make an intention, inshallah ta'ala, that there's 2 things we need to do. Just think about it. You're reading a language, you're reciting a language which you don't understand, right? You're reading a language and you're reciting a language which you don't understand, right? There's 2 things I would like you all to do, brothers and sisters. 2 things. And I want you to make a proper, sincere intention. Think about, this is the request to my elders, this is my request to my youngsters, this is the request to my middle age, this is to my brothers and sisters both, inshallah ta'ala. First of all, make an intention that the Arabic language we know, we try to improve on the Arabic language. We try to improve on the Arabic language, right? We went to madrasa, we did alif, be, te, se, jim, he, ke, dal, right? Then obviously that we realized that wasn't the correct way of reciting it. So then we went to alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha. I guess some of our children actually read better than some of the parents today because the standards have improved over the years, alhamdulillah, tabarak wa ta'ala. So what we need to do, and there is no shame in this, there is no haya in this as well, that we should try to learn the Arabic language to the best of our ability. Even if you're 50, 60 years old, you can say, Mansaf, how can we go madrasa? Yes, you can go madrasa. There is no shame in going madrasa. Go and learn the Quran, the words of Quran. It is a shame that we're reading the book of Allah and the words of Allah, the kalam which is revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we can't recite the Quran properly. It is a shame. It is a massive shame, right? What is the Quran telling us? So that's why when we read the Quran, we don't enjoy the Quran. We don't get a buzz in reading the Quran. We just think, oh no, you know what? I'm reading the Quran, right? That's it. Now, if you were to, that's why I made a request to my. So there's two things I want you to do. Number one, improve the tajweed of the Quran. Which letter is ha, which letter is qaf, qaf. Kaf, kaf, lam, lam, mim, mim, nun, nun, wow, wow, ha, ha, small ha, big ha, kha, seen, sheen, right? And because sometimes we, especially, I can't comment on other people, but Gujarati people, example, right? You get some people praying namaz, you say, sometimes they say, Subhana Rabbi al Ajim. And it's not fun. I mean, people might think Moses taking a mic over here, but it's because they learned it in madrasa, right? They learned it. Now, the problem is something has become a habit for them, right? But you can't just justify it by saying it's become a habit and I learned it that way. Okay, you learned it wrong many, many years ago, but why not put it right now, right? Yeah, Subhana Rabbi al-A'la. Oh, we got 1 minute to a break. Oh, do we have to take a break again? All right, folks. So just when I was in the complete full flow, we're going to have to take a break, inshallah. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a break in around, say, 39 seconds, inshallah. So I'm going to talk about the Arabic language, about the tajweed side, and also on the tajweed and how to learn certain meanings of the Holy Quran, inshallah. I'm not saying all of you become alims and alimas and learn the whole meaning of the Holy Quran, but at least learn some of it, and which parts I want you to learn, I'm going to talk to you, inshallah, after the break. So don't go anywhere. Instagram people, stay tuned. We're going to keep Instagram on, aren't we? We're going to switch it off and switch it on again. All right, folks. So Instagram, if we take you off now, don't get upset. We'll put you back on in a few minutes, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, we're back live on Instagram, we're back on Facebook, we're back on the radio station. Jazakallah khair. Sorry all we sort of left you for a few minutes, but our apologies, we are back on air, alhamdulillah, tabarak wa ta'ala. Anyway, I got a message regarding the population of Muslim people during the break, and this is from my cousin Suhail, and he says to me, global Muslim population is close to 1.5 billion. Arabs, including North Africa, are approximately 200 million. So Jazakallah khair to that, mashallah. So 200 million is the Arab and the North African people. So these are generally people who understand Arabic. So the remaining 1.3 billion, 1.2 billion people, or 1.3 billion people do not understand Arabic. Okay. Greater London, so just in UK alone, 3 million, 3.3 million. Wow.
Muslim population UK.
Okay, what's less than Muslim population? 61,440. Wow.
We are the fifth bigger Muslim.
Leicester's got the fifth largest Muslim population. Subhanallah. Okay, Jazakallah khair for that. Jazakallah khair, mashallah. We're learning a lot today, mashallah. And which city's got the most masajid in the UK? London, 478 masajid. What's Leicester? Leicester's got 73 masjids. Wow. Wow. Subhanallah.
Brilliant stats.
Yeah, Jazakallah khair for. Did somebody just send that to us now?
Yeah.
Well, mashallah. Somebody's on the ball, mashallah. Okay, folks. Anyway, let's get to the nitty gritty. We got Dorisa, we got Junaid Mullah, Mallu. So I can't call him Mullah all the time, but you might just be called Mullah as well. Junaid is called. So I was saying, what we need to do, folks, is try to improve on Arabic. If in our madrasa days, if we didn't learn our Quran properly, we didn't study properly, we can still go now to madrasa. Go by appas. There are many madrasas where females teach, mashallah, elderly women, mashallah. You can go there and learn. It will be very, very beneficial indeed, inshallah. Number one. Even for the men as well, you can go to madrasas. Start slowly. It might take you 1 year, 2 years to learn your Arabic, but inshallah, over time, what will happen, inshallah, your Quran will come right, inshallah. Your Quran will come right, inshallah, and your Quran will become really, really good, mashallah. The Quran will become excellent, inshallah ta'ala. I remember a few years ago, I was teaching tajweed to elders at Masjid Bukhari many years ago, and yes, Jazakallah, we getting messages on Facebook. Jazakallah khair for we got that breakdown. Allah Ta'ala reward you. Monday to Friday, 15-16, tafsir for sisters at Jamia Sisters Prayer Hall, 72 Ashford Street of the main surahs we recite daily. So let me just read that message again. Monday to Friday, 5:15 to 6:15, tafsir for sisters at Jamia Masjid at the Sisters Prayer Hall, 72 Ashford Street of the main surahs we recite daily. That's really, really good, mashallah. Because I was actually coming to that point now. What we should do is learn the tajweed. It might take you a year or two to do it, but inshallah it'll be very, very beneficial. Beeks says, Salam Maulan wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And the second thing I want to mention to you, this is the important thing. Now, most of us read, Allah forgive us, we read the surahs from the last 10 surahs, or from Wadduha till Qul Udhu Rabbin Nas, or from Alam Tara to Qul Udhu Rabbin Nas. That's the ones we read most of the time. So I would recommend and I would encourage people to at least learn the meaning of those surahs. Qul Udhu Rabbin Nas, Qul Udhu Bil Falaq, Qul Huwallahu Ahad, right away till Alam Tara, inshaAllah ta'ala. At least make an effort. At least so when you say Allahu Akbar, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, all praise to my Allah who is the Lord of the world. At least you know what you're saying, right? At least we know what we're saying, inshallah ta'ala. So it makes a massive difference. Then we'll enjoy our namaz, inshallah. There is no excuse for anyone, matinitai, I am busy. Listen, we're all busy. Right? Think about it, that it's a shame we're standing before Allah and we're not even reading the Quran properly. Think about it. Look at it from this angle. We're standing before Allah and we can't even recite the Quran properly. We're standing before our Lord, our Creator. Right? SubhanAllah, as old as we are, we're always learning. Whichever profession you'll be, we have courses, we go to this course, we go to that course. We want to improve all the time. But now I'm going to ask you a serious question, all of you out there listening, right? And give me an honest answer. I've got how many? 20 minutes left roughly, right? I've got 20 minutes, and give me an honest answer, right? And another message from Jami Masjid says, throughout the year there is tafsir at Imam Muhammad Adam Institute. Okay. On 1 to 2 p.m. Alright, Jazakallah khair. Throughout the year, there is tafsir at Imam Muhammad Adam, which is on the corner of Chesterfield, or if I'm correct on that one, inshallah. I go to APA once a week, and I'm literally the youngest as a 20-year-old. It's so beautiful to know that there are women over 60 trying to learn the proper makhraj and translation. Very humbling, mashallah. That's fantastic news. Well done, jazakallah khair. Sanas, one of the colored coded Qurans are amazing for tajweed. I think those are really good for the elderly people, because sometimes they come to a stage in their life where, you know what, they struggle. Now, I think it's a really bad thing to teach the younger students with that, because then they know when the red mark comes, you do this. When the orange comes, when the blue comes, they need to, because tomorrow if you pick up a normal Quran without any color coding in it, you're going to say, all right, where do I do my ikfa? Where do I do idgham? Where do I do gunna? Where do I do iqlab? So where do I stretch it? How do I stop? So it's really, really good. Don't get me wrong, mashallah. Salam's Malana, we have tajweed classes with 2 lovely special apples at 78 Homefield Road. Yes, you're more than welcome to advertise, inshallah. If it's going to help the people, inshallah, we're more than we're more than happy to actually mention it on air, inshallah. So 07450925084 is the number you can text us on, inshallah ta'ala. So folks, it's about going to learn tajweed. Right, learning the surahs. Now, here's the question for you all. I'm going back to my question now. In the last 20, 30 years, right, how many people have improved their namaz? Let me ask you this question, right? Has anybody ever thought out there? And be honest, if you say yes, you have, tell me yes, you have. If you haven't, tell me no, but I want to start, inshallah. How many of you thought, you know what, I've been praying namaz for 20 years now, or 30 years, or 5 years. Has our salah improved in any way at all? Is a ruku boom, and is a sajda boom boom. You know, someone going to ruku, Allahu Akbar, Allah Akbar, and subhanallah, you think, really? Is this a namaz? You know, it says in hadith that the namaz is thrown back like a dirty cloth onto the person's face. You know, Allah says, I don't need that sort of namaz. If you're going to stand before me, stand before me. Right? Nabi says, some sort of sahabi praying namaz, and he goes, pray namaz the way I pray namaz. You know, namaz can be short. Don't get me wrong. Namaz can be short. You can read short surahs. You can read Subhan Rabbil Azim 3 times. You can read Subhan Rabbil A'la 3 times, right? And you make it nice. Allahu Akbar. You do your wudu properly, right? You do either wudu at home. You do wudu in your masjid, right? And you stand before Allah and say Allahu Akbar. You put everything away behind you. Your football, your work, your family, your friends. Just you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just you and Allah ta'ala, right? When you go into ruku, your back, your head, your neck, everything is in one line. Subhana Rabbil Azim, Subhana Rabbil Azim, Subhana Rabbil Azim. Sami Allahu liman hamida. Rabbana lakal hamd, Rabbana wa lakal hamd. Right? Then you go, Allah, Subhana Rabbil A'la. The sajda is the place where we're supposed to be the closest to Allah. We're supposed to be enjoying a namaz and saying, you know what, I feel so close. Subhana Rabbil A'la, Subhana Rabbil A'la, Subhana. You know, you feel something in the sajda. I'm reading, right? And then you stand up and second rakah, you read Surah Fatiha and the Surah. Now, I'm asking you a question, folks out there. How many of you really have improved your namaz? The surahs you'll be reading in namaz. Have you learned any new surahs? Are you concerned that the surahs you learn are correct, that you're reading it correctly? I want to hear some feedback from you folks. So my request to all of you over here is try to make an improvement on your salah. Try to make an improvement of your tajweed. You know, there is no shame for anyone, no man, no woman. Go and learn, inshallah. And when you learn and improve your salah and your tajweed, you will feel so good in yourself. You feel so good in yourself? I got a message here from Nazifa. I have since 2017 improved, I have since 2017 improved it, but I can improve it more. Like for instance of lunch, cause everybody's waiting. Sometimes I panic and rush, but I try stay calm. You just get men banging on the door at times. Yeah, I know. Allah give the men hidayat, and I try to, but I think I need to do more. We can all do more. There's improvement for all of us. Maulana Mutala from South Africa is on Instagram. Assalamu alaikum Maulana, I hope you're well and in the best of health. I got a message here. Salams, my salah recitation and tajweed has improved whilst helping my kids learn their madrasa lessons, as I had to leave madrasa at age 10. Okay. This is another way of learning, by sitting with our children. Today, like I said, our children, mashallah, the standards have improved so much in our madrasas that you can sit with your children and learn your own Quran, right? And the other thing is that this is another thing. How many of us actually sit with our children as well? But that's another topic for another day, inshallah. But my message to you is, folks, 07450 is how many actually of you take time out to improve your salah. Right, brothers and sisters. And I'm gonna ask you, inshallah, from today, all of you, who is gonna make an effort, inshallah. I want some commitment from brothers and sisters. Who is gonna say, inshallah, inshallah, you know what, I'm gonna try to do more, inshallah. Got a message here, Maulan, I am 35 years old, and for the last 2 months I have tried praying sunnats, and I never prayed them before. Wow. Can I ask you a question on that, brother? For the one who's 35-year-old, please, I'm not being critical at all. What was the reason you didn't pray sunnats? Number one. And number two, now that you've started praying sunnats, how does it actually feel? Give me answers to both of them, inshallah. What was the reason you didn't pray sunnats? Was it that you just couldn't be bothered, or you just never felt it was important? And now that you pray, how does it actually feel? Right. Hina for you from Leicester says, inshallah, definitely going to do more. Fantastic. Jazakallah khair. Inshallah, I will learn English translation, inshallah. And last year what I was going to do, and Subhan says, inshallah. So mashallah, we're getting good feedback, mashallah, from people. Shaf Rahima says, mashallah, my daughter teaches me tajweed. That's it, brilliant. Learn from your kids, inshallah. Nothing to be embarrassed about, inshallah. Nothing to be embarrassed about. Go for it, inshallah. Make your Allah happy. If you make an intent, let's do this. Last year I made an intention. After Ramadan, I'm going to do a Instagram, and not Instagram, but Facebook weekly, inshallah. But I never got around to doing it, Akil. I just got so busy after Ramadan. But inshallah, Allah willing, I am gonna try to do a Facebook live with Instagram every week, inshallah. And then I'm gonna help people, inshallah. Maybe I'm gonna start doing the translation of the surahs, inshallah, in English and Urdu, inshallah. Yeah, maybe we could do it once a week from here. Just do it from the studio, inshallah ta'ala. Right? So folks, inshallah, it is my intention this year that after Ramadan, once a week, we'll do a Facebook and Instagram link up, inshallah ta'ala, and we'll do a program once a week, and I think that'll be very, very beneficial. This is like, even if we learn the meaning of one ayah every week, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, right? Simple things, right? And it's very simple to remember. MK, how do you maintain focus while in salah without your mind going off elsewhere? It is very, very hard, because our minds are right all over the place, because we're thinking about work, we're thinking about home, we're thinking about family, we're thinking about all sorts of things. I think one of the best ways to do it is, I think you just got to focus and think that, who am I standing in front of? That's the first thing. That's Allah Akbar, right? Who am I standing in front of? And think that my Allah is watching me. My Allah, I think if you have this in your mind, my Allah is watching me, straight away your focus will change, right? But if we haven't got that in our mind, that my Allah is watching me, your mind's going to be all over the place. Here's a reply to from the brother or the sister, I don't know. I was just lazy praying my sunnats. I just about prayed my fards, and I used to find the fards hard. After a death in the family, I began praying sunnats. Alhamdulillah, it feels amazing, and I feel better of it. I pray Allah accepts it from me. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. It's funny what changes our life. I mean, somebody passed away in the family, may Allah, whoever passed away, may Allah grant them Jannatul Firdaus, inshallah ta'ala. But their passing away was the turning point in your life, and I'm so happy that, mashallah, you're praying your farz and your sunnat, and I'm also equally happy that, mashallah, you feel so good in yourself, alhamdulillah, which is fantastic. This is the thing about it. The more we pray, the more Allah gives us jain and sukoon. Many people come in the namaz, and the sad thing is, Akil, and you see this all the time, that even in Jummah, after farz namaz, everybody's out, right? Now, I understand you've got to go work, so you have to dash to work, but some people are chilling outside the masjid and talking, right? What is wrong with us that when we go to the masjid, and this is on masjid as well, we sit in the last safs, right? Brothers, come forward, Allah is calling you, comfort. The best safs are the ones which are at the front, right?
I sit at the back because of the kursi.
Yeah, I mean, yours is different. I was told about this the other day. The website is excellent for translation, www.quranhive.com. Maulana Ahmad Lokat the other day, he actually mentioned this to me, and this is a really good website. So it's www.quranhive.com. Go onto this. I think you can download this app as well. I mean, it's an app as well. Download this app. It's a really, really good app for translation, inshallah. Right, inshallah ta'ala. So jazakallah khair for your wonderful recommendations. And it's like last in first out. Yeah, people make a dash. It's like going to the masjid. It's like we're going to a place where we don't want to be there. You're just there for the sake of it. Brothers, when you walk in the house of Allah, think this is my Allah's house. Just think this is my Allah's house and give it a respect. You know, I was doing a dars the other day, Akil, and I came across this beautiful incident, and it was about the wife of Harun Rashid, who's one of the great kings, and his wife's name is Zubaydah. And one day she was sitting at home, and she was eating food. And while she was eating food, she heard the adhan, right? So she put the morsel down. She didn't have a scarf on properly, right? She adjusted her scarf, and then she ate the food. After she passed away, right? Somebody saw her in the dream and said, "What did Allah Ta'ala do with you?" She goes, "That day, because when I heard the adhan, I stopped eating, I adjusted my scarf, and because of that, Allah Ta'ala forgave me." This is a woman who did so much charity. She did so much, but in respect of the adhan, right? Allah said, "You delayed your food because you heard my words, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar." Now this is subhanallah. We hear the adhan every day, Allahu Akbar. Allah said, Allah is the greatest. The mu'adhan is saying, Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest. Right? Hayya ala salah, hayya ala falah. Come towards namaz and come towards success. You know, and Allah is calling us. I wish we could understand the true meaning of salah. I wish we could appreciate the beauty of salah. I wish we could appreciate the beauty of the Quran and learning the Quran, reading the Quran. And the Quran is nur for our eyes, it's nur for our heart. It's just such an amazing thing. But we just read Quran when we feel like reading Quran. When somebody passes away, we read Surah Yasin. In the month of Ramadan, we'd pick up the Quran. I wish we could make Quran our sadiq and our friend. That the Quran, when we die, the Quran will fight for us, mothers and sisters. Brothers and friends, the Quran will fight. Ya Allah, this person I was his companion and I was his friend. Allah, he made me his sati. Ya Allah, forgive this person. And when you put the Quran behind you and say, I ain't got the time for the Quran, and you can spend hours on end on Netflix and movies and this and that, then the Quran will say, Ya Allah, he or she throwed me behind, and Ya Allah. If that happens, then we're in big trouble, folks. Albert Cody from America, USA says, Assalamu alaikum, Habibi, kayfa halik? Habibi, I'm good, mashallah, hope you're well, and hope the fasts are going well in USA, inshallah ta'ala. So, mashallah, on both Instagram, on Facebook, mashallah, things are going very, very well. Salams, Maulana. Should women perform Taraweeh in the mosque? If the masjid provide facilities, go for it, inshallah. If the masjid got facilities, go for it, inshallah. If you want to pray namaz at home, but like in everything, there's terms and conditions apply, right? Terms and conditions apply. Go with modesty, dress modesty, inshallah ta'ala. Then there's nothing wrong with that, inshallah. I want to know when you away from your home, like abroad in your salah, how many rakats you can pray and have to pray full or short salah. Okay, when you're traveling for more than 48 miles, for example, you've got an intention that you're going to London. So as soon as you leave Leicester, right, you can't read half namaz in Leicester. You don't have to do your 48 miles to then only read 2 rakats. As soon as, so example, once you get past Foss Park, you can now read 2 rakats. Okay. So you in Fajr, but even then in Fajr they say you should try to read your 2 sunnahs in Safar as well. Other than that, all the other salahs like Zohar, you read 2 rakats. In Asr, 2 rakats. In Maghrib, you will read full 3 rakats. And in Isha, you obviously read 2 farz and you read your 3 witr. Okay, I hope that's clear, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Mashallah, Instagram is going very, very well. Facebook is good as well, mashallah. Text messages have been quite busy today as well. Tabarak wa ta'ala. My folks, my brothers, my sisters, I want you all to make intention today, inshallah. We are all going to learn tajweed, inshallah, number 1. Number 2, we're all going to try to learn the translation of the last few surahs, inshallah. So when we're praying salah, we can understand our salah and appreciate our salah and enjoy our salah. Number 3, and this is my last one, I want you all, inshallah, I want all of you, inshallah, to improve your salah. Come on, let's take it bit by bit. Improve on your ruku, improve on your sajda, the tasbih in ruku, the tasbih in sajda, the Sami Allahu liman hamida, at-tahiyyat, Durud Sharif, Dua Qunut. Inshallah, let's all do this, inshallah ta'ala. And then you tell me you will enjoy your salah, inshallah. So, enjoy, inshallah, try to enjoy your namaz. Namaz is not a burden. Nabi Sallallahu says, as-salatu mi'rajul mu'min. Namaz is a believer's mi'raj. As-qurratu ayni fi salah. Nabi Sallallahu said, the coolness of my eyes in salah. And for us, it's honestly, it's the total opposite. It's like we come in, we dash, we're off again. You know, no matter how busy we are, we can be the prime minister of this country, we can be the kings of this country, right? But we need to improve our namaz. Right, I got a few messages to read out. First of all, as you all know, Maulan Abdul Hamid Sahab.
No, this is for him. For his card.
We're just going to ask people to make dua for him, inshallah. How's his progress? Anyway, do we know anything? No. As you know, Maulan Abdul Hamid was involved in an accident just before Ramadan. We make dua to Allah Ta'ala that Allah Ta'ala give him shifa kamila ajr mustamir inshallah. There's nothing on my channel if you want to have a break. I could come on, maybe. I have a few jobs to do, but I've got some mehman from South Africa. So my apologies, inshallah ta'ala. But I would like to say a big jazakallah khair to Cake Smiles. So let's see what Cake Smiles sent there. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So this is a beautiful lindo. I'll show this on this Instagram, and on Facebook. This is from Cake Smiles and a lovely box of Ferrari Rocher, mashallah. So jazakallah khairan ahsan al-jaza. I think I know exactly what I'm gonna do with that, inshallah tabarak wa ta'ala. No, I'm controlling myself though. I haven't touched any chocolates at all this Ramadan, alhamdulillah. But if people feel they want to send chocolates to the studio, mashallah, you're more than welcome. We will not disappoint anybody at all. Tikin Akil.
If it comes within the Rosa time, I will give it to you. But if it's after iftar, no guarantee.
Okay. So now to Asma Bahadur from Bambi. Uthman says, you're going to... No, I won't get fat because I've lost nearly 3.5 kgs. I'm looking, mashallah. You look like a kid in a candy store holding these chocolates up. Yes, it is. Oh dear, oh dear. Jazakallah khair for your wonderful feedback. Now, I just want to thank Cake Smiles. Allah Ta'ala reward you for sending these chocolates, inshallah. Ramadan special on EAVA 102.5 FM with me, Maulana Khalil. We're almost coming to the end of the show. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. But I hope today's show has been beneficial, inshallah ta'ala. And you will all make an effort, inshallah, to learn your Quran, learn your tajweed, learn the meaning, and improve your namaz, inshallah ta'ala. Shaf Rahima says, namaz, sharing is caring. I intend to share with myself, inshallah ta'ala. You know, when I used to be in madrasa, Hakeem, so sometimes when I used to teach little kids before, so sometimes I used to have a sweet. They go, Maulana Sahab, what you doing? They go, I said, I'm eating. They said, Maulana, you should share. The kids go, sharing is caring. These little kids, one day I was having a sweet. They go, Maulana, what are you doing? I said, I'm having medicine. Listen to this, yeah? Few days later, I come into class and there's one little kid got a sweet in his mouth. I said, what are you eating? He goes, Maulana, I'm having medicine. Brilliant. I couldn't say anything to him. It was what's the topic tomorrow? The topic tomorrow is Sunnah of. Tomorrow I'm not on here on this radio. I'm on the other radio Sira tomorrow from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, inshallah ta'ala. But kids are very clever. On tomorrow I haven't chosen my topic, but I shall be on Facebook and I shall be on Instagram, inshallah, tomorrow from 3 till 4, inshallah. So stay tuned and give us all your support. But folks, do promise me, inshallah, you're gonna do your best for your Quran, your tajweed, and everything else, inshallah ta'ala. And I'll back on Wednesday, I'll be talking about the sunnahs, inshallah. Sunnahs, I'll be talking about the importance of the sunnah of Rasulullah. Maulana, you didn't teach us these tricks. That's from Junaid Manluya. He used to be my student. He really gave me a difficult time, but I forgive him once again, Junaid. I forgive you. And Junaid was the good one. Salman, his brother, wow, he was different, mashallah, shall we say. Let's put it politely. Saddam's, do we post chocolates I'm in Leicester on bank holiday? When's bank holiday? This coming Monday. Let us know, inshallah. We'll let you know where you can post them, inshallah. We will provide you full details, address with postcode, inshallah. Anyway, folks, I've only got 10 seconds to go. Hope you enjoyed the program. Instagram, Facebook, viewers, inshallah. Jazakallah khair for your support. Remember in your du'as. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.